going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. First down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Detroit! Let's go!
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Green, 39! Green, Detroit! Detroit!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
And maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He finds an opening past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Reuben Foster in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 55 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Throwing. Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock him as this game goes on.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Second down, Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jordan Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent. And they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Back 99. Philly. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Watch it now. All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun. Detroit. Detroit.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Vasquez. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A nice carry there of 15 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. A handoff as they run the counter play. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. First possession of the third quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Fresh set of downs here. And the wideout in motion. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Evans in motion left. Elliott running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Prescott now steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. So that'll back him up 5. So now 1st and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Play clock winding down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
All right, here we go.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And this is taken in at the 5. And give him a gain of 37. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Forced out to his left. It's caught by Mike Evans. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pickup there at 22. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vasquez. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They needed 14. They got 15 here on third down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw is Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Third and long for Prescott. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They needed 14. They got 15 here on third down. First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Barnett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One last shot now for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.